Well, first off, I just want to thank everyone for coming to tonight's pitches. It means a lot to me, and I know the indie community just for you guys to hear us out. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, my name is Jacqueline Christensen. I am 33, and I'm part of Not Dead Yet Productions. I will be speaking as a representative this evening. Next, please. About the heroes of tomorrow, or as I like to call it, thought. Next slide, please. Not the heroes we want, but the criminals we need. The Heroes of Tomorrow will be an episodic horror comedy series oriented towards adults. Rufus Abel, the blonde gentleman, is in over his head. After accidentally finding himself mixed in with a group of criminals, Rufus soon learns that there are far worse things to fear waiting for them in the shadows of Sirawasa. Next, please. So, in this horror comedy, the story follows the oblivious himbo named Rufus and his group of misfit friends, Yuji, Sai, and Yoko, as they must learn to work together through their differences and find out why Glitch is releasing these bioterrorisms known as meat puppets, or else they might become meat puppets themselves. Next, please. So, this is the planet Sirawasa. The upper part of the city is known as Neo Sirawasa. That's where the higher wage class lives, and so it's going to have much brighter neon colors to show the wealth and just to show the cleanliness of living up in the sky with, all the high essential people. But down below, the smog is the slums, also referred to as Old Sirawasa. It's been abandoned by the wealthy and left to fester with crime. While it still has some neon lights in it, we're focusing on the blues and deep purples and blacks for the slums to show the dangers just lurking in the shadows for our heroes. Next, please. So, these vile creatures are known as meat puppets. Victims that no longer have control of their body since a shadowy parasite is inside them, contorting them into a monstrous form. Normally adding on extra teeth, eyes, tendrils, and a bad attitude. Now, meat puppets are very aggressive, and they have an insatiable hunger for flesh. I mean, not even a mall Santa's safe. Next, please. So, our main protagonist. This is Rufus, as I said, the himbo of our group. While he doesn't really like to commit crimes, he tends to get the thoughts into more trouble with his klutz-prone self. He even sometimes manages to set things on fire without intent. Now, Rufus, I have a very personal attachment to, since Rufus is actually based on my own self-consciousness. I come from a family that pretty much everybody but me has achieved great things, memorable things, and I have nothing to my name, so I have something to prove. That is exactly what Rufus is. He wants to make something of himself, he wants to be memorable, he wants to be a hero, which is what leads to a lot of Rufus's optimism. Next, please. Sai, the liar, thief, con artist, and a bit of a Romeo. Having devoted his life to the life of crime, Sai is considered a weasel for not being and is not taken seriously as a crime lord. He owes money, has stolen, backstabbed, and cheated on those around him after manipulating them. Next slide, please. Then we have Yuji, the 14-year-old drug dealer, one of the last known humans left since Earth kinda no longer exists in this timeline. She can be sassy and is skilled in fighting and strategy, but what she lacks in height, she more than makes up in badassery. She has to be the voice of reason sometimes, because the adults can be morons. Next slide, please. And then the fan favorite, Yoko, the voluptuous escort bot. Built to be the ultimate weapon of destruction, Yoko would rather kill it on the stage. Now, Yoko is not shy from demanding attention, which she rightfully deserves. She will say the most offhanded and raunchy comments, which can warrant an appalled reaction from those around her. Honestly, the only reason she's staying with the thoughts is until they can pay her back, or she can find a sugar daddy to get her some pool boys. Next, please. There will be other cast members they meet along the way, many antagonists, only a few allies, but I can't wait to show those off to you. Next, please. So, the heroes of tomorrow, the thoughts, won't only be dealing with fictional monstrosities, our heroes will also find themselves intertwining with themes of coping, loss, social classes, family problems, found family, and death. Next, please. So, these are some of the inspirations for the story. We're going with the genre of comedy, horror, action. We want a little bit of mystery in there. These are a lot of things that I grew up on and I want to apply to the Heroes of Tomorrow. Next, please. So, here we have listed our social media. If you would like to get updates and learn more about the Heroes of Tomorrow, you can even contact us at our email. We'd be more than happy to answer some questions for you. But if you would like to see us progress faster, I would highly recommend supporting us on our Ko-fi, or you can even buy some merchandise from us from our own indie store on Back Alley Emporium. We, after all, just released our first graphic novel called The Thoughtful Christmas. Next, please. So, the goals we have planned. While we'd love to have 2 seasons, we just want to focus on the first one. That way we can make sure it doesn't lose its heart. This project is self-funded, so we will be looking to crowdfund soon to make sure that our artists are constantly able to work and are going to be paid a proper wage the whole way. Now, the series will probably be a Newgrounds exclusive due to its mature content. As for the series, we're looking for at about 14 episodes. 2 of the episodes would be 2-parters, so in actuality, 16 episodes in total for season 1. Each episode ranging from 15 to 22 minutes, and currently the pilot is still in production, and it is about 40% done. After this live stream, our PowerPoint that you see right here, this will be uploaded to our Twitter at Not Dead Yet Pro. The link is what you see for the handle is in the corner of the slides. Next, please. So, if you would like to support us, we do have a trailer to the right you may view of our upcoming pilot, or you can click the video to the left and watch our recently released comic for the Christmas dub. And please, if this series isn't your cup of tea, then at least support my fellow indie creators in here, out of this live stream, all around, because they're all making such incredible stories. Thank you for hearing about my thoughts.